Hi, my name is Eric Beatty, and in the anticipation of the release of my latest guitar masterclass entitled Bluegrass Guitar Essentials, I'd like to share with you some of the songs and techniques that I feel convey the essence of what this course is all about. In this video, we're going to discuss a song that's on our latest release, the band that I'm in, the bluegrass band called Wilder Mountain, and the release is called Wilder Mountain Coal. And it's a CD that we all came up with of original songs that we had written, and it's our second album. And you can find it at our website at wildermountainband.com. This song is one of the most popular songs that I've found and I've had on YouTube that I've written. And it's called The Legend of Captain John. It is track number 4. And you can find it on my YouTube channel. Just look up The Legend of Captain John, look up Eric Beatty, and then type in on my channel The Legend of Captain John, and you can find that. And there's a lesson on that, but I decided to do a solo. What we originally did was we did this song on our first album, and I wanted to do it again. I wanted to do it a little more, you know, kind of spice things up a little bit more with the song. And what I did was we went back for our second album, and the first one really didn't have a lot of bass or anything like that. And so what I wanted to do is get some bass on there, and I wanted to have a solo as well. There wasn't really a good solo that I was satisfied with. So we have some bowed bass on the track, and we have what I just played for you, which was the solo to The Legend of Captain John. So we're going to go over that right now. And in this course, Bluegrass Guitar Essentials, I'll be teaching things that will help you navigate the fretboard, help you pick better, help you understand where you're at on the fretboard, no matter where you're at, using different techniques such as short scales and short chords and some diagonals and things like that. And this song uses a little bit of all of that. So we're going to start after it's getting ready to go into the solo here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of pass the time here. So that's the first little area. So, pretending that we don't have a capo on the 3rd fret, we're going to consider this the 3rd fret. This is in the key of E flat. We're going to start here on the root note of that C. So we're going to move our fingers and position ourselves here. And then we're going to come up here. This is kind of a different stretch. We have to come back with our first finger on that G string on the 4th fret here. And then our pinky is going to come and play here. So it's a little trill, and then a pull off, and then a slide up. So if we're considering this the 4th fret, 4th fret, 5th fret, back to 4th, 5, 6, 7th fret, 7 to 5, slide back up, and then slide back down to the 2nd fret. And then I'm going to come back to where that middle finger was on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th fret. And then I'm going to go. The whole time I'm doing this, the first finger is pressing down on this G string, 4th fret. Right here. That way I can be ready for it when I pull off there. So let's start from the top. A little vibrato there. And that's going to be, let's see, let's call this the 2nd section. The 1st section ends with 2nd section, And then I'm going to do this cool little run that I come up with. Which kind of highlights the G chord. And then it goes immediately down back to the C chord. That's the feeling there. And so the little last part here is going to slide. That transition is going to be the slide from the 5th fret to the 3rd fret. Back up to the G, where your first finger is, 4th fret, then slide immediately from the 5th to the 3rd, 2nd fret, and that's going to denote that C again. So the first little section here, 1 and 2, now the thing to remember here is make sure you hit that 2nd fret and not the 3rd. It's kind of a 4-fret stretch almost. You're going to actually slide from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frets total. So to get that and to make sure you hit that right, be looking at it ahead of time. So as you hit this, be looking right there at that one, at the 2nd fret. And if on your guitar you have dots, this is actually the 2nd dot of the guitar. And so aim for that dot. And then the next phrase is going to go like this. So we're going to bar our first finger on the 1st and 2nd strings here, these 2 top strings, 3rd fret, and then we're going to slide up. And we're going to repeat the same thing in the next octave. So this is a cool little, almost like a shortcut or a cheater thing, because we're just going to repeat the same thing, but on the next octave. So it's going to start on those same root notes here, the key of the G, what would be the G root note. Now notice the picking as well. And this is kind of going to be a little bit of a difficult part here. After this slide, we're going to kind of come back down. And what I'm doing here is I'm kind of sliding down. When I get down 2 frets, I'm going to pull off to my first finger here, fretting down on the 5th fret. Or you can just pick it. And that's kind of a difficult technique here. Okay, so we're going to do another unison, what I call unison slide. We'll slide into the same note. So once again, that whole phrase. And then we'll hit that note again on my first finger, D string, and just mute it. At the end of that, there's a lot of vibrato there. Pull on, or hammer on. Hammer on. Fast hammer on. And perhaps what's the most difficult part of this solo is this little phrase here, because it's hard. I do a lot of pull-offs and hammer-ons, and it's hard to make it sound loud enough to the ear. I'm going to slide here from the, oh boy, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th fret up to the 7th, 8th, 9th, which is actually the 12th fret, but for this purpose, the 9th fret. So you're going to aim for the double dots here, if you have double dots on the 12th fret. And we're going to hit that note immediately there in between, right behind this note on the B string. And then that's going to be a slide down. So we're going to slide up and then immediately slide down. And then we're going to hit that note with our ring finger where we just started sliding from on the 7th fret. Again, without the capo. So we're leading with our middle finger, sliding down with our first finger, all the way down 1, 2, 3 frets on the 5th fret. Hitting that, and then we're another unison slide. And then here is the part that I was talking about. A lot of pull-offs and hammer-ons that have to make this sound loud enough without picking it. And the reason I didn't want to pick all this is because I like the subtlety of it. It's almost a yearning sound to me. Because this song is a song about yearning, if nothing else. And then in the phrase, another pick mute. And the picking here is a little difficult. It took me a while to finally figure out the way I wanted it done. I don't want every note picked. I want some of it to be pull-offs and hammer-ons with slides. So this is immediately picked, slid down. So it goes immediately from this stretch back to the first finger. And to get down there, I just use my first finger and slide down. And then I slide that down again because I'm going to get myself down to this little part here. And continue on with the song. And I'm just playing a C chord, downstroke, pull or hammer on to the D string, up on the G, down on the B string, and then I'm going to do, instead of a strum, I'm going to hit, I'm going to arpeggiate or break up the notes. And that's just straight down from the A string all the way down to the B string, starting with a downstroke, ending with an upstroke. Now typically you want to slide here, but sometimes I come all the way back and slide from a farther distance for the effect of that long slide. But it becomes hard and difficult if you don't visualize where you're at ahead of time. So I recommend you starting here at the 7th fret, or if you want to be technical, the 10th fret, 11, 12, coming back down. And this solo just came just by, once again, the spur of the moment, just something I came up with. And it was pieced together, you know, here and there. And that's one of the great things about writing songs and writing something completely new, is you get to experiment. And in the Bluegrass Guitar Essentials course, I'm going to give you the tools that you need so that you know where you're going on the fretboard, and you can get your coordination together with the left and the right hand so that you can be confident in your ability to play and experiment new things to do and new places to go on the fretboard. So thank you so very much for tuning in. Check out the website that this video is talking about for the course. It may not be released just yet, but if it's not, continue to look because it will be launched very soon. And that is www.bluegrassguitaressentials.com. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and I'll see you and hopefully in the course.